Very good morning to all of you, all, my dear children. This will be your English period. I have borrowed it from Tamil Ma'am for the revision because we haven't seen the revision of the poem, right? So that's why I have got this period for y'all. So I hope we will get well revised before the exams are starting. Okay. I hope you all be having your things. Poem revision is over. We just go on with open doubts, clarifications, right? Some few doubts will be clarified then and there by me at the particular time of teaching, right? Now look, we are going to see the ERC. Very good morning, Mohammed Idris Khan. Okay. The sands of time have rendered fear. Blue skies on high no longer clear. Stars were bright whence they came, now dim, obscured, pollution, haze. Okay. So we are going to see the meaning of these four lines, and based on the meaning of these four lines, we are going to answer the questions which are given below. Okay. It's not necessary that these questions are going to arise. Sometimes when it comes to the poetic device, the figures of speech, I have asked you all to note down certain figures of speech, right? You'll have to use that and you'll have to write it. Okay. Now see question number one. What have the sands of time rendered us? What it has given us? Janice Nixon. Okay, no problem, Janice. Don't worry. So two lessons have been completed along with only tenses, the grammar. So don't worry. Then and there. So you can join the Google Classroom. You can take the materials and you can learn as of now. Ma. Don't worry. Nice to meet you. Okay. So see, what have the sands of time rendered us? What it has given us? The sands of time have rendered us the fear of touching it. So I told you, no, in those days the sand was very much fertile, but today's sand is what? Totally polluted, right? Can you touch the sand and go inside your house and without washing your hands, could you eat? Can we eat like that? See, in those days, farmers, no, after agriculture is over, they go and with their hunger, possibly they don't wash their hands, they will eat it like that itself. Because in those days, the sand wasn't that much harmful. So today the industrial waste is there, plenty of waste are there. So what is going to happen? See, the sands of time have rendered us the fear of touching it. You all know, no? If you all go and touch the sand, what your parents will tell till today. Go and wash your hands. Go and bathe and come inside. Don't come with your filthy legs. So that's what they will say. So today's sand is something which is totally spoiled, my dear children. So that's the answer of the first question, right? Okay, second question. Why are blue skies not so clear? Why the blue skies are not so clear? Ma? Because of what? Because of air pollution. The blue skies are not clear due to the air pollution. Okay. Next question. Why the stars are not brighter nowadays? Why they are not brighter? Yes, nowadays stars are not brighter because of the haze caused by pollution. What is haze, my dear children? Haze is the mist, like no fog, like something is there. No, so the air pollution goes and settles down on top. So that's why the twinkling of the star is not at all seen by us. Okay. Yes. Nowadays, stars are not brighter because of the haze caused by pollution. Okay. Pick out the rhyming words. We all know the rhyming words, no? Fear and clear. Because we don't have haze and came. Haze and came are not rhyming, right? Fear and clear are the rhyming words which are available there. Fear, clear. Came, haze. Rhyming words. There are four rhyming words instead. Okay. Fear hyphen clear, comma, came hyphen haze. What is the rhyme scheme of the poem? Given lines. Rhyme scheme, I have told you all, no? Fear, clear, both are AA. Came and haze, both are BB. Very good, Harihara Sudan. So it's AA, BB. All should be in small letters, my dear children. Small letters, not capital. Karthikeyan, all small. AABB, came haze. Okay. Identify the rhyme scheme. We have identified the rhyme scheme already. It's okay. Now we'll go to question number 2. Trees towered high above, trunks being professed love, birds chirping from sights unseen, gone paper join pollution steam. Okay. How were the trees of olden days looking? How were they? The trees of the past. For paragraph Afzal, possibly there will be choice. Don't worry. There will be choice. Don't worry. Okay, fine.
Yes, I see.
Thank you. Okay, dear children, how were the trees of olden days looking? The trees of the past were very tall and healthy. Nowadays, could you see any tall trees other than the coconut trees? Possibly, if you go to Kodaikanal or Ooty, where humans have untouched those trees alone would be little bit tall. Nowadays, look at the neem trees, no? How short they are. So everything is what we call it as the new breeds. They are not that tall. Okay. So the olden days trees were tall and healthy. Okay. What were the birds doing, ma? What were the birds doing at that particular time? The birds were chirping in the branches. Chirping means what? The sound which is made by the birds. Okay. What happened to the trees? What happened to the trees? Did we spare the trees? Oh, banyan tree. Yes, banyan trees are very tall and they live for ages. Very good. Okay, see, most of the trees are cut down for paper and furniture. It leads to air pollution. So if trees are there, possibly we can reduce air pollution. How to write? Yes, Salvia Angel. After the revision of the poem is over, I'll definitely tell you. Don't panic. I'll show you how to write it. The entire thing, how to write it, I'll tell you. A clear picture I'll give it. Don't worry. So see, most of the trees are cut down. Huh? Most of the trees are cut down for papers and furniture, and it leads to air pollution. Okay. Identify the rhyming words from the above lines. What are the rhyming words which are given them? Huh? If you look into the above lines here, above love, unseen team. Above hyphen love, comma, unseen hyphen team. So I think I have missed out unseen hyphen team. So you can add that also, dear children. So pick out the rhyme scheme. We all know the rhyme scheme, no? AABB only is the rhyme scheme which is given there. AABC, yeah. Yes, AABC. Because, yes, these two words will not sound together, no? Unseen, team. Team has a different sound. Unseen has a different sound. So it is AABC, my dear children. And when it comes to the rhyming words, then above hyphen love only is there. Oh, yes, banyan trees have the tendency of growing for more than 500 years. And you can be proud if you have a banyan tree at your house. Really. Feel happy for it. Huh? Okay. Now pick out the alliterated words. So one is trees towered. T sound is alliterated there. Other one is paper pollution. P sound is alliterated there. Okay. So check for the alliterations also, my dear children. Question number 3. One can't blame pollution alone. As they say, you reap what you have sown. So let us plant a better seed. Tear out old roots, cultivate weed. Okay. Can we blame pollution alone? Why the earth is like this? Because of pollution. Why the sky is like that? Because of pollution. Why the forest is not there? Because of pollution. Can we say like that? No. Population alone can't be blamed. It is we, the human, should be blamed. Okay. What have the people sown? What have we sown? People have sown pollution on earth. It is we, the people, who have sown pollution on earth. Okay. What did the poet ask the people to do? What is he asking them to do right now? The poet asks the people to change their lifestyle to that of the poet. So what is the poet asking the people to do? The poet is asking the people to change their lifestyle. Is that clear? Okay. What is the meaning of tear out old root? What is the meaning of tear out old root? See, tear out old root means what? Reducing the usage of things which causes pollution. What we have to do? We have to reduce the usage of things which cause pollution. Okay. Next one. Pick out the alliterated words. See, say, sown, so, cease. S is alliterated there. I don't think there is going to be that much of doubt using the alliteration. The last and final question. Protect what has been given for free. Water, skies, wildlife, and trees. For once they are gone, don't you say, consider yourself warned of the fatal day. Okay. What are given free on earth? Everything is for free. Everything was free. Nowadays, we can't say water is for free, no? Can you go to a shop and drink water for free? They will ask you 20 rupees for 1 liter bottle, 40 rupees for 2 liter bottle, 25 liter can means it is 20 or 30 odd rupees, right? Now it has come up to 40 rupees. Okay. But anyway, the earth has given us for free. What are the things which are given for free for us? Water, wildlife, sky, and trees are given free on earth. Okay. These are the 4 things which are given for free on earth: water, wildlife, sky, and trees. Okay. Question number 2. What happens to the earth if the natural resources are gone? What will happen to the earth if all the natural resources are gone? The earth will meet its fatal end. The earth will get destroyed. That's the simple word, right? The earth will meet with its fatal end if all the natural resources are gone. When all the natural resources are gone, what is going to happen? The earth will meet with its fatal end. The earth will come to an end. Question number 3. Pick out the alliterated words from the above lines. For free. F sound is alliterated. For and free from the first line of question number 4. Is there any other alliterations which are available there? Possibly not, I guess. Okay, is there any doubt with the ERCs, dear children? Any doubts with the ERC? Any doubts? Okay, superb. So, dear children, now see, answer in a paragraph. What we are supposed to do is, so this is the question, okay? How does the poet bring out the truth of the proverb? You reap what you sow. Give example to support your answer. So, always, as I said, yes, you can write it by your own, my dear children. That is what I expect. You are most welcome to write it by your own. But these criteria have to be there when it comes to a paragraph. When it comes to a paragraph, it has to start with a title. What is the title of the poem? Want. Name of the poet? Sylvia Stults. What is the theme of it? You reap what you sow. So this is basic. After that, you're going to write along with the textual quotation. See here, in the poem Want, the poet Sylvia Stults shows how human beings selfishly bring a huge destruction to Mother Earth. What is the theme of the poem? See, Sylvia Stults shows us how human beings are so selfish in bringing the destruction to the Mother Earth. It's a doubt. So the paragraph, even if we write in our own words, we should cover the content, or can we go with the topic? Yeah, you have to cover the content. You have to answer the question, and it has to be not less than 200 words. That is also very important. Yep, you will be having choices definitely, Hari Arasudan. Don't worry about it. So let me finish this. We'll go on with that freely. Okay. So Sylvia Stell brings out how human beings are behaving so selfish in destructing Mother Earth. And see, she says, Earth has provided a lot for human beings. Earth has provided many things for human beings, but human beings are keen on demolishing. What is the meaning of demolishing? The word demolishing, destroying. Okay. But human beings are keen on destroying the natural resources. We are destroying the natural resources, right? After the Industrial Revolution, people started depleting the natural resources. After the industrial revolution, when industry started coming up, what we started doing? We started depleting the natural resources. They did not think about the future and they polluted everything. People did not think about the future. They did not think about their children, their grandchildren. They started exploiting the nature. They totally destroyed all the natural resources and they just spread pollution throughout the world. Look at the textual lines. It has to be a poetical line, my dear children. The sands of time have rendered fear, blue skies on high no longer clear. Are the textual words which I use here. Even the soil is poisoned by pollution. The soil has been poisoned, right? So today, you can't, no, in those days, no children had the habit of taking the sand and eating it. In those days, they'll be doing it because they love the taste of that sand. But today, we are not supposed to do it. Our parents will scold at us, they'll scream at us, they'll yell at us because they are highly responsible on the health of us. They love us like that. Because today's sand is already turned into poison, my dear children. See, even the soil is poisoned by pollution. The sky and the stars are polluted. Even today, we don't have clear sky and stars. No, everything is totally polluted. Water has been contaminated by humans. Can we go and drink the river water barely? Can somebody go to River Kaveri and take that water and drink it roughly without distilling it? Definitely, we can't do it because the water is polluted. We see dead bodies just floating on it. Cows just bathing there. Everything happens. No, water is contaminated today. Plenty of diseases are spreading. So there are plenty of new breeds of mosquitoes. We have Zika virus, we have typhoid, cholera. Plenty of new diseases are streaming in, right? Trees are cut down for various purposes. They cut down trees for plenty of purpose. One of the things are papers, furnitures, etc., etc. This has resulted worse in lack of rainfall because of the deforestation. What is happening? There is no rainfall at all. One can't blame pollution alone. As they say, you reap what you have sown. We can't blame the pollution alone. No? The poet reveals that we cannot simply blame pollution for all. We can't blame pollution for anything. It is we, the human, who are the root cause for pollution on earth. We, the human beings, are the root cause for the pollution on earth, and we are reaping its consequence. So we are the ones who are suffering with its consequence. Okay, are you able to identify or understand the poem? The first paragraph. Are you able to understand it? Any doubts there? You can write it by your own also. That's why I'm keeping on explaining it to you all. Don't worry, don't panic. English, what I expect you all to do is you have to speak the language fluently and you have to write it by your own. I will be the most proud teacher to see my children writing in their own words. But the problem is what? Remember, there should not be any grammatical mistake. Remember, the content must be similar to the question which is asked. So these 2 points you'll have to remember. Otherwise, marks will be reduced. So don't ask, sir, I have done well. Why you have given me 23, 21? Why have you given only 15 marks? Definitely, that is also there. Okay. Question number 2. The point implies that we do not respect nature or its gift. Do you agree? Justify your answer. So what does the poet tell us? We are not respecting the nature or its gift. Yes or no? Do you all agree or not? As a human being, I agree. We don't respect the gift of nature. Okay. Title is Want. Name of the poet is Sylvia Stelz. Theme is You Reap What You Sow. So these things are very important. Okay, good. Tell are good children, that's why you're agreeing. Okay. I strongly agree with the poet's statement. So you have to start your sentence like this only. I strongly agree with the poet's statement. We the people never show any respect to nature. So it is not you alone, my dear children. They are talking about the entire human beings. So we the people never show any respect to nature. We don't show any respect. We are too selfish and deplete all the natural resources. We are very selfish. What do? Deplete means what? We destroy all the natural resources, right? Nature has satisfied man's need, but not his greed. Nature has satisfied everything. It has given water for us. It has given fresh air to breathe. It has provided a lot of plants, wild animals, rain, clouds, sky, twinkling star, everything it has provided. But it has provided everything for the need of the man and not for the greed. Greed means what? Selfishness. It is not for the selfishness of the man. We were all too greedy in exploiting nature. We were very greedy. That's why we have destroyed the nature, right? As a result, everything in nature is changing against us. Because of that, what is going to happen? Everything in nature is getting changed against us. Okay. So look here. Stars were bright whence they came, now dimmed, obscured, pollution haze. We are one step ahead in even polluting the skies. So long we were only polluting the land, the water, the air. But today, what has happened? We have started polluting the skies also. We knew the result. We all know the result. So we have heard about acid rain. Look at the temperature in Canada, 50 degrees Celsius. America. So there is a change in climate. So we are the one who are totally responsible. The main thing is that we did not show any respect to nature. So today nature is punishing us because we did not show any respect to the nature. We depleted ozone layers. Ozone layers are there to protect us from the ultraviolet rays. But we are the ones with the smoke of all the vehicles, from the smoke emitted from the industries, ozone layers are totally depleted, right? And we have depleted the ozone layer. We have cut all the trees and poisoned the soil. Who are responsible for it? It is we, the people only, my dear. We thought that we were advancing in technology, but we failed to notice that technology resulted worse in nature. We thought we are advancing in nature, in technology. In technology, we are coming up very well, but we have failed to bring back our beautiful nature. Nature provides peace and harmony, but we destroyed it. Nature provides peace and harmony, my dear children. If you go and sit in a park, so today, if you want peace, you have to go and search for a park and sit down there, because there only you can find a lot of trees. But in those days, outside your house itself, there were beautiful trees. You can sit in front of your house for peace of mind. So today, we have totally destroyed everything. So let us plant a better seed, tear out old root, cultivate weeds. Okay. So this is what the poet is telling us. We are warned by the poet that we have still some chances that we should change our lifestyle. How nature can be revamped. So like Thanos snapped, they say no, in Avengers. When Thanos snapped, what happened? Half of the population is totally gone. Once again, they bring it back with a snap. So we can't do it, no. Only in movies it can be done. Only thing to bring back our nature is what? We have to change our lifestyle. So that is very important, my dear children. I hope you all have understood the poem part also. I hope we have covered everything. Yes or no? Have we covered everything? Okay, dear children. So as I said, Salvia Angelin, I promised to show you. This is how you are supposed to write your antonyms and synonyms, my dear children. Question number 1 will be in the outer margin. Outer margin in the sense what? It is. It has to be in the outer margin, the red margin. Then after that, you have to draw a small line. That is for your option. A, B, C, D will be provided. If your answer is A, write A here and write the answer here. So this is how you're going to write for your MCQs. MCQ means what? Choose the correct answer form of questions. Okay. So this is how you will be writing. For all the other things, you can write the question number and then you can write the answer. When it comes to short answer, try writing the question number and write the answer. When it comes to paragraph, so as I said, you have to begin it with the title, then the name of the writer, then the theme. Then you are going to go ahead with your topic. Then you are going to write the textual quotation which is available. The textual quotations are very, very important. We have to write it. Okay. Should we write the question and heading like meaning? Questions are not needed at all, my dear. Okay. Only the answers are needed. Subheadings can be added. Even for short answers, you can write the subheadings. And your answer should not be in one word. Say, for example, identify the figure of speech. Imagery. Literally, it is correct. I can give you 1 mark, but I will not give you because Whichever you're going to write in English, it has to be a sentence. Imagery is the figure of speech used here. Okay, speak, swept. S is alliterated in the above line. So you have to write it fully. AABB is the rhyming scheme of the above lines. So you have to write it in a whole sentence, right? Any other doubts? We are free. For the 30 to 40 word question answer, also choose will be there. Choice will not be there for short answers. It's ridiculous to ask choice for the short answers, my dear children. Paragraph, definitely you will be having choice. So the set of questions, I hope you all would have known. Synonyms and antonyms will be there. Idioms you have to rely upon your book bags. Tenses will be open. So we have seen, no, the simple, the past form and the present form of tenses alone we are going to see. So future will be dealt in later. Okay, past tense and present tense alone will be doing it. Compound adjectives are there in the book bag. We have discussed it yesterday. You can just go through your book bag. Short answers will be there. Then ERC will be there. Paragraph. Paragraph is tough. That's what I'm saying, my dear children. See, you all are in grade 8 right now. You can't use the same easy vocabulary there. If you want, you can use. It's not an issue. Yes, you will be getting tenses there, Salvia Angela. Don't worry. It will be simple. I mean, concord, agreement between subject verb. So that's all. It's going to be very easy. Don't panic at all. I hope every one of y'all are going to give the best result which you all can. Short answers. Why? Plenty of questions. Let me answer your questions. So Trinity is asking, sir, short answers are only from Little Nino. Yes, obviously, only from Little Nino. Danomalia. While writing, we want to leave line for one paragraph or not. Yes, obviously, you have to leave a line after the paragraph is over, dear children. Not in between. One line, then leave one line and write. You're not going to write like that. It has to be continuous. After the paragraph is over, if you want to touch the second paragraph, if it is given, you can leave a space. You can leave a space between each question. That is the descriptive type of questions. Right from ERC, short answer, paragraph alone, you can leave line by line. One words and all, there is no need of using the line. Okay, I have a doubt. There will be a red line in the book. Near that, we have to draw a line and write. Yes, exactly. That is what you're going to do. That is only for your synonyms and antonyms, Caleb. All the other things, only the red line is more needed. You'll need not draw big lines for the entire question. Only for the short answers. Possibly, if there is 5 synonyms and 5 antonyms, those 10 lines alone, you can draw one line. Is that clear, ma? Any other doubts, dear children? We have 3 more minutes. Today only we are having ample number of time to get back. That's why I wanted this revision badly. So it was nudging for me. I did not touch the poem for my children. What my children are going to do like that, I was. So we have to put hyphen in between the compound adjectives. Yes, obviously you can or cannot, may not. Not needed. It's okay. Only when it comes as a noun, no, we use hyphen there for compound adjective, or else it can be like this. Any other doubts, dear children? Do you all think the paragraphs are very tough? Don't think sir is going to have mercy on us and just take out all the paragraphs. Definitely paragraphs will be there. Try doing it by yourself. Definitely. You will be getting the marks which you all are getting. Yes, Harihara Sudan. Safa has said bye. Okay, so that she has attended it. She has done it well, I guess. Kasturi Mahadevan. No, sir. When we understand, it is easy. Very good. Very good. That's the spirit, Kasturi Mahadevan. Very good, man. Surendra, thank you. Bye, sir. Take care. Okay. Paragraph is very easy and really interesting. Thank you, Danomalia. Mohammed Idris Khan. Okay. We have 2 more minutes. Where you are going to run, man? Any other doubts? Final call. Just a minute to go. Okay. Okay. No issues. No issues. All right. I hope You all have understood everything crystal clear. Final call. Any other doubts? I hope we have clarified, we have touched everything which is there for the cycle test, right? All the very best. Do well. I'm expecting your papers. Once it comes, today itself I will start my corrections, right? Okay. Very interested in seeing your papers, my dear children. All the very best. Do well. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Please give the paper easy. Yes, definitely it is going to be easy, man. Don't worry. Thank you. Thank you all.